Good evening to the people that I have nicknamed my Hive Crew. I don't believe that there is any other way to do this other than just to get on with it. So I thought I would talk about my relationship with somebody in my family and how that person disowned me. I don't really want to go into who it was, but I'm not sure whether or not at some point during this video I won't. It started when I had originally come back from living in Leicestershire, and at that time I had been cheated on by the person that I was seeing, and I didn't recognise the signs of having been cheated on, not having not been given any reason to. Obviously, this led in 2004 to me returning back to Doncaster where I live. The family of the person I was seeing drove me back here with the possessions that I had, and my eldest son was already living back up here, but we won't go into why he was already back up here. And at that time, I decided that I was so badly hurt by the person having cheated on me that I was completely gay, not interested in men at all, and I just wanted to go out with women. Fast forward to 2 years later, and a lot of support and help from a support worker at a local women's centre, that it was actually determined between a few of us that I was actually bisexual and that I was still interested in men, but I'm also interested in women. Not having had a girlfriend even up to this point today, but I am actually bisexual. The falling out and my being disowned by this person is because I said to this person when I came back from Leicestershire that I was a lesbian and that I wasn't interested in men anymore and all this. Having already had a child when I considered myself to be straight and didn't fully understand why I was finding myself attracted to women as well as men, and why I would look at women in a similar way to how I looked at men. But as I said, fast forward to 2006, and I had to inform this person, who I had told that I was a lesbian and not interested in men, that I was in a relationship with a man and that I was pregnant with this person's second grandchild. It was at this point over this period of time that I had received 2 different letters, the second letter of which basically informed me that I was never wanted by this person. I was wanted by the other person and planned for by the other person, but not by this person. So they were essentially disowning me. I guess this is why I have such difficulty in forming relationships and trusting people as far as friendships and relationships go. I did get into another relationship eventually after the relationship with the second child's father broke down, which I suppose is a pattern in regards to parents. But that relationship ended at the end of 2010, and largely due to a lot of complications in regards to me personally and the things that had happened in regards to me and my children, which we will talk about in a different video. But essentially, that's what's happened. This particular person has completely disowned me, doesn't want to have anything to do with me, has told me that they didn't want me at all, they never wanted me, they have no interest in me, although they do have an interest in my older child, so it's not like I haven't, you know, provided them with anything. I'm the one that's had children and provided grandchildren basically for this person who's completely disowned me. I know I don't look like I care as much as I do about this. What's made me want to talk about this is that I watched a video on YouTube the other day about when a family member is no longer around, and I don't just mean that they've gone away, like my family member has and doesn't want to speak to me, but has passed away. And it's made me think about, even though I have tried several dozen times through social media, etc., to try to put that olive branch out there and reform a relationship with this person, they're clearly not interested. And it brings up when this person does pass away and is no longer here, the opportunity will never have come up for us to have fixed the relationship because they don't want to know. So, would there be any point in me going to the funeral? Would I be welcomed at the funeral? Will I even be told directly that this person has passed away? Or will I be told indirectly through other family members that they've passed away, but also told that I'm not welcome to go to the funeral because I essentially have been disowned by this person just because I went from saying, as an extremely hurt person after having been cheated on, going from saying I'm a lesbian and I don't want to go out with men to being pregnant with a second grandchild. Um, I, I don't understand what the situation will be in regards to that, and I don't want to go for very much longer on this video. I will try to expand on this at another point, possibly with the support of a friend, because then we can extend towards the circumstances around what happened with the second grandchild, which is what the other topic that I mentioned in my videos is about, basically what happened with my second dear child. I'm fully expecting some people to judge and to think that there was things that I did wrong, but I am the one who has tried to put that olive branch out there, to build those bridges, to try to get this relationship sorted out. And I do see a pattern in how my relationships go in regards to romantic relationships and friendship relationships, when even a family member can turn their back on you and say that they don't want you. How the heck are you supposed to trust anybody and what anybody says and anybody's actions? Really, if anybody can tell me how. I know I've had a comment on my video that I posted up when I was going to bed last night. And if you can tell me how I'm supposed to trust people and trust anything that they say and anything that they do, when I've had this happen to me, and I thought that everybody in the family is supposed to love you and care about you and all that, and this person whether they love me or not, still disowned me for being confusing, for saying that I was a lesbian and then working through it and coming to the conclusion that I'm bisexual, which is not something I labelled myself. I was told that if I'm attracted to men and women, that means that I'm bisexual. I'm actually just me. I'm Jane, right? And everything about me is Jane. It's not I am this and I am that and I can do this but I can't do that. I'm just an individual, a person as unique as anybody else, and if anybody can turn their back on you because they don't like that, then that's not my problem, that's their problem, and that's something they need to work on because I've tried to work on it and I feel like the door was slammed in my face. So, this is just briefly a little thing about what happened, and then I'll try to go further into it in a longer video at another point. Thank you to everybody that likes and subscribes to my videos and my channel, and I will post again tomorrow or later on today. It's day 8 of Vlogember and tomorrow will be day 9 of Vlogember, and I'll be travelling to Northern College and to Sheffield to see if my Woman in White book has come in. Thank you very much, and I shall see you later or tomorrow.